We got some good doors here. Check out the bottoms here.
Oh, they are really clean.
Like
Never mind.
You got dirt, but they're not rusted out.
Rusty, yeah. There's so many extra parts.
We're not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, look at that, eh?
Wow. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This video is actually going to be a bit of a different video than normal. If you guys have been following along on our channel, we've been working on this beautiful 1998 Toyota Tacoma. We have come so far with this truck and it's actually so close to being done. This Mazda 3 right here is actually another project we've been working on. Since these vehicles are so close to being done, we decided it's time to introduce another project. And if you guys actually seen in the back, there's actually a third vehicle hidden back there, and in this video we're actually going to be talking about that. But before we can do that, we got to pull it out. That means moving these vehicles out and cleaning up the shop a bit. So let's get to it. Perfect. All right guys, we are finally here at this point. We just pulled this thing out and dusted it off. It's probably the cleanest this thing's been in a couple of years. But starting off, what is this actually, Dad?
We're looking at a 1969 Chevy C10. It's a short box and it's two-wheel drive.
But yeah, this is actually a really sweet truck. We kind of call it our hot rod truck, even though it's not much of a truck right now. But yeah, what is actually the history behind it?
Well, I started the body shop business about 20 years ago, and I got it about that long ago, and thinking that I would have time to work on it in the meantime, right?
Yeah.
But of course you get taken over by other customers' vehicles.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of false starts. You know, we try to get something going and nothing really came of it. So it sat around for a long time. Then I sandblasted the frame and got it all started and cleaned up, and I really thought we were going to go somewhere with that.
Yeah.
So then we took it home because it wasn't getting done at the shop. So we took it home and we put it in the old shop. We have an old shop that we were
really rickety old motor shack.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, no, I definitely remember that.
So then we started working on the front suspension. The whole idea was to make it really low, so we put lowering parts in there.
Yeah.
And we started mocking it together, and that's as far as we got.
And to give you guys a bit of context, I actually remember when my dad brought this thing home, and I was probably around 5 or 6, and I remember when he had all the new parts, and that old shop had some issues on its own too.
Yeah, we couldn't get a whole lot done in the wintertime. It was really hard keeping it heated. It was very small and dark.
Yeah.
And that was actually one of the big reasons why we built this shop.
Right, but yeah, so, and then we kind of just stopped working on it for a while, didn't we?
Yeah, we got to the point where we got the front suspension done.
And it was a rolling frame, basically.
Yeah, and then we're going to work on the rear differential and get the rear suspension done.
Right.
And then we just ran out of time and other things came in our life. We finally, about 5 years ago, I think.
Probably around there, a long time ago.
Yeah, we ended up finally rolling into this new shop here, and we tucked it in the corner.
And we thought we'd have time to work on it, because we finally got a warm, nice new shop. We thought we'd have time, but...
And in the end, we always worked on customers' vehicles, even in this shop here.
Yeah, there was some big long-term customer projects that we did. So we're finally at this point where we got this thing here, and we have time to finally work on it, so we have a bit of a plan in mind, right, Dad?
Yeah, I always had this vision of really lowered and slammed kind of a truck, and nice tires and wheels, of course. I want it to be bright red. It's basically a static drop, they call it, about the lowest you can go without putting airbags. And
is it like 6 inches or something? How much?
In the front, we're lowered 5 inches. There's lowering spindles in the front. They're 2-inch lowering spindles and then 3-inch drop in the spring.
Yeah.
So combined 5 inches in the front, and then it'll be 7 inches in the back.
That's crazy. So this thing's already slammed down. It almost looks like a car because of how short it is. But believe it or not, this is actually a truck with a cab on it.
Yeah, and these are on dollies right now. So
actually it's a tiny bit higher than it should be. So.
But yeah, that's the plan. We want to keep it as cheap as possible. Like, we don't want to get all into exotic parts.
Yeah, we're trying to make this a really budget restoration, but also make it the cleanest we can get it. And really show quality, but like best bang for your buck kind of a truck. But yeah, so far we have the cab, as you can see on here. Well, we actually have tons of parts for this thing. That's another thing.
Yeah, the parts for this truck are kind of scattered all over the place because well, we got it apart too, right? I mean, this is how I got it. Basically was just a cab on a frame and then a whole bunch of different parts all over the place.
Well, we can start off by showing you guys all the parts we have for it. They are scattered around. We have a bunch of them here at our house that we can show you, and some really crazy ones that we'll show you later on. Let's get on to showing some other parts. All right, we're here at the front door. Let's take a look what's inside this old shop. That door is kind of, yeah, this whole shop's probably falling down one day. It's really old.
Yeah, I think it's time to tear it down one day.
Yeah, eventually we'll probably end up doing that. But as you can see, there is so much junk in here, even an old parts car. But all this needs to come out eventually someday, because this thing is probably going to fall down. Every winter, we actually have to put up a little beam and an extra post here. That post is right there, because the snow on the roof is like so heavy. Yeah, that's the other thing. But right over there you can see a whole bunch of parts. All right, we just got a light here to show you guys even better, but we actually have multiple sets of parts for this truck and a couple decisions, because some of these parts are actually from different years of that truck too. You have like 4 different fenders for that thing. You've just been given these over the years, right? Yeah,
I've been kind of collecting them and buying them. Trying to decide if we should go with the 67, 68 style. I really like that style.
Because they actually have different front ends from 68 to 69, right?
That's right, yeah. The one, we can show that other part later on.
Yeah.
But this is the early style, so it has a single headlight.
Right.
And then these 2 openings here like this.
Yeah, and you actually have 2 of them to pick from.
So the fenders are also different.
Right.
The fenders have an edge on here.
Oh, okay.
And then the ones that use the 69 grill, they have a recess in it like this.
So it's kind of hard to tell, but they are definitely a little bit different.
Yeah.
So there's like a couple choices there, if either to go with the 67 front end or 69. If you guys like either one, comment down below what you guys like to see better. But yeah, I mean, the truck is a true 1969, right?
Yeah, it is a 69, but
so
I just...
either we can go with that, but you like the
We can convert it, and we also have the different hood for it.
Right.
The 69 hood, that's what this one is.
Yeah.
It's very straight up and down.
Way slanted,
And the 67 is like really
curved,
which I kind of like this. I like this.
It's not as aggressive.
I think it just looks a lot more prettier than the other
looks
style.
nicer. So
oh, look at this, I also got a glove box door.
Oh, what? Where did you get that
Yeah,
from?
I don't know. That must have come.
That must have come from the truck because it is that seafoam
Oh no, this
green.
is a 4-wheel drive one.
What? It's the exact same color as ours.
Yeah, but it has 4-wheel drive instructions on the.
That's hilarious. What?
So that's
There's
kinda
so
weird.
much hidden junk in here, but some of this junk is actually treasure.
Yeah.
Turns out. Yeah, there's so much stuff.
Well,
Even,
I think I found some other
little
parts in here.
Mustang. Whatever, I'll skip that. What did you find back there?
Oh, we got some cab corners.
Oh, what? We're going to be using those, aren't we?
Yeah.
We'll need that for that
So we
one.
got brand new cab corners.
Nice.
So that's all good.
And I've noticed inside the cab of the truck, there's actually brand new rockers for it too.
Yeah.
So
2 brand new rocker panels, and they are actually original GM ones.
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So we actually have so many parts for this thing. What is that?
That's the grill brace for right in the middle here.
Really?
Yeah, this one actually has one on it.
Oh yeah. You just have double sets of everything.
Yeah.
Which is actually really nice when doing a restoration because you can just pick from which ones are the nicest.
Yeah. And
I don't even know what that is.
That's a headlight
those are
assembly.
headlights. What?
yeah.
Just one of them. And a horn.
Here, look at that.
Ooh,
Actual
C10.
C10
that's sick.
and a horn,
That's awesome.
whether we want to use that or not.
Wow.
That's inside the front fender
Okay.
corner.
Tons of parts. Oh, and look at that back there. We got some doors right to the left.
Oh, sorry,
There you
yeah.
go. Straight ahead.
Yeah, that's right. That's the other thing. We gotta move this antique table out of the way.
What on earth? This is really just like a barn, really.
Oh, yeah, and then we have the pedal car back there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that is cool. That's an old pedal car, although it is just a shell. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of junk, but also some new stuff because that's where we store our barbecue, but whatever.
So, yeah.
We got some doors here.
We got some good doors here. Check out the bottoms here.
Oh, they are really clean.
Like
Oh,
they're-
never mind.
You got dirt, but they're not
But
rusted
not
out.
rusty, yeah.
They're really
That is
solid.
awesome. I can't believe how much dirt just came out of that. But
Yeah.
these are actually really nice doors.
Yeah,
These,
so-
are these off of that truck or off a different one?
I think it's off that truck, yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised.
We're well set up for doors anyway.
No kidding. Some of them even have the glass still in it.
The glass still in it in both.
Even the door pads are still on it, so
Yeah.
really awesome. Don't mind this random cement mixer in here, but moving on. All right, we're here at the next destination. This is the actual barn. This is a super old building, and it's got even cooler parts in it, and it's just jam-packed full of a lot of history, really. Kind of miserable weather right now. It's just pouring rain. Also, this is right beside our shop, so if you're wondering where we are, we actually got some power in here, which is kind of cool, but this thing is just jam-packed full of stuff. Look at that. Oh, man. Even a motorbike. We won't mention that, but yeah, this thing really needs to be organized, this whole building.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah, that could potentially be a whole project on its own because we do kind of want to save this building because it does have a lot of storage aspects to it, and we do store a ton of parts upstairs. These are some super steep stairs. I'm going to attempt to go up. Here we are upstairs.
More junk.
This place is just covered in car parts. That's what happens when you collect parts and you are an auto body mechanic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got a couple parts for the truck up here, right?
Yeah, there's a few things here. Well, first off, here's the grill,
Oh yeah.
right? So that's a 69 grill.
Actually, so now you can really see the difference between them. This is actually all chrome instead of color.
And it has a frame that wraps all the way around.
Right.
So the fenders actually are notched for this here, right?
Yeah, so definitely a little bit different.
This
Kinda
thing
cool.
is in very bad shape. It's all dented up and everything else.
So might need to get a new one, or
Yeah,
if we do go with the 67, we'll see. Like,
If we go with this style and then get a new one,
Yeah.
in Canadian dollars, that's almost $1,500.
seriously? Oh man.
That's also the factor of why I would like to go the other way.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Do a little
because,
conversion.
It's pretty expensive. So yeah, in the meantime, let's start back here. I think there's,
Metal parts.
yeah. So here's a door bottom.
Oh really?
Right.
Just in case you need another one.
We don't really need that because our doors are such good shape.
Right. How did you even get that?
It kind of came with the truck. It came with all this
Oh,
different
okay.
stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, there's so many other
Yeah,
vehicles.
those radiators or whatever don't have. Those are just from parts and other cars.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we got a leak in the roof here.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we got some water here.
Well, that whole sheet of tin on the outside's not even there, I believe. So.
Okay, here we go. Battery tray.
Oh, really?
That's the original battery tray.
What is that?
Rear cross member.
Okay.
I didn't even know that was here.
Wow.
There's a couple of different cross members.
Interesting. We have two. We have two of everything basically for this truck, which is awesome. Gives us a really good start.
Here's a heater box.
What on earth?
The controls even.
Oh,
look at that.
Fancy. That's like very original.
So that's all there.
But you were like deciding maybe not actually going with the original heater box, right?
Yeah, I want to have air conditioning, of course, right?
Right.
So,
Okay.
I have this idea of maybe taking an air conditioning or a complete heater box out of a smaller car.
Okay, and then like doing a modification to make it fit.
Yeah.
That's what we want to do
Kind
with
of
our
custom, right?
Yeah, do a little custom thing here.
And that way you don't have this huge thing because this is the other half of it.
Oh, there's two halves.
Yeah, the heater
Oh,
core
man.
here actually sits inside the engine
Oh,
bay.
right. Yeah, that thing is massive. So
Yeah.
we might do like a conversion modification. It's going to be like a resto mod, really.
Yeah, that's
so
right,
we're just
yeah.
going to customize it. It's going to be awesome.
That's right, because we're not trying to make it perfectly original.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We want to make it ours, right? So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Transmission tunnel hump. I guess that must be for a manual.
Oh, yeah. Yours is an auto?
We're going to put an automatic in there.
Right, because we
Talk
do,
about that
yeah,
later.
you do have a transmission that's auto. But yeah.
And fan shroud.
Oh, wow, that's a big one. But yeah, lots of small pieces, so which is nice, so we won't have to buy them later on. But I think the main thing we want to talk about is these steering columns, right?
Yeah, well, the steering columns, how does it go again? This here, I'm going to use this one. This came out of an old motorhome.
Really?
And I want to use it because it's a tilt.
Oh yeah, it's got the tilt feature.
Right?
Which doesn't come originally on the 69 C10, right?
That's
right. Like that. So just some little features we want to add into the truck.
This is another original one out of some other one, but
interesting.
Well, here's the instrument cluster.
Oh, really? For the C10?
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoop, don't drop it. Thank you.
There's nothing fancy about it.
No. Very dusty.
Like some have a tack in there and all that. Some guys also go with a digital one.
Right. That's like really resto mod, or that's like modern kind of customization.
I don't want to go that far. I want to still have like more analog gauges.
Yeah, keep it maybe a little bit original.
Yeah, maybe not the original ones, but at least that it has that
nicer
look.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
I don't want to
cool.
look like two space truck either.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's the most important parts here.
Oh, then we got some other ones here.
Oh.
Floor pan.
Really? What condition is the floors in ours? Like
actually really good.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't think we're going to be needing.
You have a lot of extra parts, which is awesome in case we need to actually change them.
So here's
lots and lots of pans.
A whole bunch of floor pans.
So many floor pans. What?
There's another door bottom.
Okay, so that's there's so many extra parts.
We're not done yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. Keep going.
Here's a cowl panel.
Yeah.
An extra one. This
Another
one's
extra
really decent shape. It's really, really straight and clean.
There is one already on the truck right now.
But I don't know what shape it's in. At least we have a choice. We got a brake booster.
Okay, yeah. That's fancy.
I doubt we'll use that. I think we're going to go with
modern.
Newer, all chrome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to go chrome. That's another thing.
Or there's a bunch of different makes.
That was a goal we wanted to do on this truck, is either everything's painted bright red or it's going to be really nice and chromy.
Yeah.
Right? So
we wanted like a show quality, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of odds and ends here. We got tail lights.
Okay. Wow.
Couple of tail lights here. We got hood hinges.
All right. Nice.
Fan motor.
Cool. Yeah. So basically, the gist of it is we have tons and tons of parts for this thing and lots of doubles. What is
windshield washer fluid reservoir.
Is that for the truck?
That's what, like 1 liter?
Yeah, that's tiny.
I can't believe that. That's so weird.
Yeah. So this barn is full, and this is only one half. These are all parts for other Mustangs and other parts and other cars we have. But this slide is basically everything for the C10, and we have tons of it, and it's all in the upstairs of our barn. So anyway, I'm really cold. Let's go back in the shop and show you some other stuff.
Okay, let's go.
All right, guys, we're back in the shop to show you guys the most important thing about this truck. It's actually right back here and hidden behind all this dust and this tarp and a whole bunch of mess. We got to pull it out for you guys, move some stuff. So let's go quickly do that. What is even in here? What on earth? Is this a BMW headlight? It is. Move that over here for now. Yeah, this is not going to come out smoothly because it's covered in metal. Yeah. All right, now I can move it off. I'm gonna swing it around. Oh, perfect. All right, time for the grand unveiling. You guys probably already know what this is, but this plastic cover hasn't been off this engine in forever. Let's see if I can get it off. Pretty tight.
Probably close to 8 years, I think.
Oop, 8 years till this thing's been off?
Yeah.
I don't even remember when we brought it into the shop, honestly, but it's just been sitting back there for forever. I forgot how beautiful this thing looks. Oh man, this is a struggle to get this thing off, but whew. There we go.
Yeah, look at that, eh?
Wow, it's definitely a little dusty. Let me blow it off real quick. Here you guys have it, the fully rebuilt engine. This is basically a 350 big block, right, Dad?
Small block.
Oh yeah, small blocks. This is a 350 small block, and it is completely rebuilt. I think you got it rebuilt for like a trade kind of a deal before, right?
Yeah, I did a trade for a guy that builds engines for a living. Or he did. He's retired now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I painted a truck for him, and he, in exchange, built his engine for.
Yeah, and he even like repainted the. Did you repaint the block?
Yeah, no, I painted it.
You painted the block, which is beautiful, but this is actually the color that the truck's gonna be, correct?
Yeah, that's right. That's it's actually Viper red.
Oh yeah, it is so beautiful though. But yeah, it is fully rebuilt, so everything's new. This hasn't run at all. Probably not the original of this truck though, is it?
I doubt it. It's probably from the late 70s or somewhere around there.
But it's a pretty decent engine for this kind of truck, right?
Yeah, he built it, basically bordered 30,000 over.
Okay.
And it's, I told him I didn't want to have a crazy, lumpy,
crazy cam now.
Yeah.
Not only did he rebuild it, but he also gave us a couple crazy parts to go with it, like this brand new chrome Elderbrook carburetor, and it is beautiful. It's basically one that you could buy anywhere for any kind of engine, I think, right?
Yeah, it's off the shelf. I didn't expect him to even throw that in.
Yeah, but not only did he throw in a carburetor, he also threw in some beautiful MSD spark plug wires. Cool thing is, they are also red to match the engine and the truck, which is really cool.
Yeah.
These are some good spark plug wires.
Yeah,
too.
those are good quality ones.
Yeah.
And I told him that was our theme, is that we wanted the truck to be either painted red or chrome. So,
right.
Like, especially like under the engine.
Yeah.
In the engine bay.
It's also not fully built up yet. We still have to put all the accessories on, like a chrome alternator, a chrome power steering pump, and potentially an AC unit of some sort. But
that takes care of the motor anyway.
Yeah, at least we have one, which is awesome.
Yeah. We also do have a transmission lined up. It's still at the shop, the body shop. Yeah, it's a 700 R4.
Okay.
So it has the overdrive, right?
That's what's special about it.
Yeah, because like I was saying, we want this to be a street truck that you can drive, and
it'll be nicer on the highway, get better fuel mileage. And
that's right.
Driveway nicer. You won't have high RPMs going down the highway. Yeah, it's going to be a cruiser, nice highway cruiser, but also a nice street truck if you want it to be.
Yeah, so. That's right. You should still be able to spin the tires, right?
Right, exactly. So that's what we want. But as for the engine, I think that's about it. Let's go take a look at the back to see what we're actually going to start working on. So what do we got to do?
Well, because we are lowering this truck so much, like we're going down 7 inches, I think, in the back, right? That causes a problem at the back where the rear axle gets really close to the frame here.
Right.
So like you can see there's hardly any room there.
Hardly any clearance there. So it's going to be bottoming out on any big pothole or anything.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So the most common procedure that people do to fix that is they just C-notch it. So you basically create a gap in here.
Yeah.
So it includes a lot of welding and plating and everything else, but we'll just C-notch it in here.
Yeah, definitely need a little bit of a custom notch in there. But that's the whole part of the fun, is customizing it to make it fit and work.
Yeah, and then of course the other problem is that this differential, being the original one, it's a 6-bolt differential. So
down here you can see there's actually 6 lug nuts instead of 5, which is actually on the front.
Yeah, we've changed the front to the 5 style, which is more common, and it's 1980s suspension on the front.
Yeah, you already changed that all.
Yeah.
But everything in the back's still original. So we want to match it to the front and the newer stuff, because it will also ride much nicer with the newer parts. It's a nice modification, right?
That's right. And the difference is that the gearing ratio is also different. This is like a real truck style gearing ratio.
Right.
More like a stump puller type, they call that, right?
So it's like extra torquey.
Yeah.
We want it to be more of a ratio that's more efficient on the highway.
Yeah, it's going to be a street truck for cruising, right? The other problem is that the pinion gear is actually broken inside.
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
There's a bunch of teeth missing. So one way that we could change it to 5-lug would be just to change the axles. You can buy conversion axles.
Yeah, but axles are pretty pricey.
Yeah,
so.
Between the two of them, it's almost $800
Yeah,
Canadian.
so we do have another option that we're most likely going to do. Right?
Yeah, we're looking at changing the whole complete differential housing and all.
Yeah, you have another diff.
Yeah,
so.
and that one's out of a 1980s.
Yeah, which
truck.
is perfect. I'll match the 5-lug.
The only problem with that one would be that the way it's mounted, those come out of a truck that has leaf springs.
Okay, so because these are coils.
Yeah,
it
the
has
coil.
a different mounting system.
And they call this a trailing arm, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to rebuild a bunch of stuff and a whole bunch of resto modding, and that's all what we're going to start doing in the next video on this C10 truck. Comment down below your thoughts on everything on this truck. Subscribe, stay notified. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya. It is so far and so, what? It is so far, no, stop saying far. We've just been doing the, can't talk.